Alright, so, Barklord. Imagine we go through a wormhole, and here's what's really going on in the alternate version of our discussion. It's not that I'm defending science and you're criticizing science. Certainly not that I'm defending technology or that you're actually even criticizing technology. Put it this way. We're allies, I think. Because there's a bad commingling of some bad things, corruptions. And even technology is a victim in the sense that there can be good technology, good medical and farming technology, right? I really think you need to think specifically about the military complex, okay? Now you're worried about what enables it. I'm not changing my positions per se, or what I think, which risks are willing to be taken. We're discussing that, but I acknowledge that. That's a valid concern. What enables this kind of thing? Okay. Now, Skeptical Heretic. That's that guy's name, right? That boss, that kind of, he's East Coast, Boston, Massachusetts, or Maine, or who knows. I forget. I'm not sure I ever knew. But he says he's a technocrat. And that sends a bit of a chill down my spine. I think that's the problem. Technocracy is not good. I think what you're talking about is technocracy. Literally, that's the word I would use from what you're talking about. It's a bad thing. I agree with you if we're talking about technocracy. Now, if you want to starve the technocracy of the help of science, that could be done conceivably. Scientists love to do pure science, and they get their jollies as far as the mundane human competitiveness, not through war, but through showing, haha, I figured out something so clever, and you have to admit it because we used the same rule, you know. That's what they like. And it can get a little petty, but it's not Holocaust petty. It's good if government gives them a platform to do that, because they'll ignore. There's tons of scientists that, I mean, Feynman could have gone off and made millions of dollars trying to patent this or that or do this or that. The really great scientists don't tend to do that. And if people that look like they're really great scientists go do that, they don't tend to produce the really amazing scientific results. Now, I actually hope you have an example of this. I didn't look it up ahead of time to give you a chance to have an example, because I'm arguing from what I currently believe. I could go look and double check, pretend I didn't believe, but can you find an Army physicist that won a Nobel Prize in physics? Nobel Prize has corruption. Look where it came from and stuff. But they actually choose good scientific results. Feynman didn't want to be in scientific academies. He said he was uncomfortable, though a lot of people believed he liked winning the Nobel with the Nobel. He didn't like those kinds of societies, that approach to honors. He considered it a corruption of science. I do too, but to a lesser degree than him. He thought it was a waste of time for great scientific minds, allegedly, to sit around deciding who's in and out of the club. Can this, chemist be in the club? And it was a waste of their effort and energy. If there was anything good about what they did, that was an abomination to it. But you and I agree. See, I believe in pure science, and I do believe that a good technology can come from it. They're very informed, But look, they strip mine. They use science to do that. I don't know, they use big heavy machines. We had invented heavy machines before science. Now, science told them, hey, a bunch of rocks are valuable. They got minerals in them. But we also figured that out ahead. But science told us more specifically how to get even less minerals out of different kinds of rocks. Yes, it did, I admit that. But science also told us about the seed bank. And like Joel Salatin Saleton was saying, that seed bank stores seeds for hundreds and hundreds of years, for centuries. And they just destroyed that. And the idea is they're going to put it back? That's like putting back someone's virginity. Putting back a broken egg. What are they, Humpty Dumpty? He couldn't do it. Oh, wait. No, the soldier's men could not put Humpty Dumpty back together. Sorry. Fuck that one up. So I would argue that that's non-scientific. Now people say, no, it's scientific. Look, science is helping us. They pick and choose and pick and choose. It's like cafeteria Christianity. Science has to be taken, all of that knowledge. And to that degree, including medical science. On the other hand, the ethics of medical science, in terms of speciesism, where we could do whatever the hell terrible thing we want to other species, that's just unethical. Yeah, that corrupts the knowledge. It's hard to say, well, do you not save a kid's life from cancer with knowledge that you learn that way? I think you have to probably save the kid's life, but you do have to stop getting knowledge that way. And as I was saying before, I wish people would just do it because it's like, oh, it's wrong, and figure out the other ways. I mean, like, how do we find out a lot of human problems we can't experiment on in other animals? Well, when somebody's really, really sick and that they're dying, it's worthwhile to try your things out. It's a way to do human testing on people that are like, yeah, I'm interested, let's try, see if you can save the next one, see if you can save me. And that would have been good enough. Now, the guilt of the fact that, it's probably been accelerated by torturing mice, no doubt. I mean, how can you deny that? I think we need to that's a corruption of science, that kind of thing. Okay, blowing up, some scientists would be interested in the results. I consider it a military-industrial test, blowing up the Bikini Islands. But some scientists, looked at the data and used that for science. It's akin to the Nazis getting science from vivisecting a Jewish person or something. It's a terrible thing, and that's a corruption of science. Right? And the thing is, when you look at what has given us the biggest results, it was creative minds like Einstein. It was not blowing up the Bikini Islands. The biggest scientific results were from people that like to go, huh. And if you meet these scientists, they're different from the applied. Yeah, anybody can go to school and get a degree in some science, get a PhD. But the people that make really amazing discoveries in science tend to be the kind like, Einstein, that as kids are pretending, I wonder if I was a beam of light, what it'd be like, This is very innocent. It's different from the people who said, I wonder if I could make a death ray out of that. What if that was the death ray? You know what I mean? And there's an important distinction. If you want to not acknowledge that distinction, then we're just talking about different things. You don't want to discriminate out. And yeah, we have an issue because I will fight you on throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Right? It's like all the crappy philosophy, all the crappy Christian philosophy. I think the signal to noise, the noise is louder, but you can find the signal. And I'm not going to throw it all out just because, there was a bunch of Catholic Church philosophy or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I wonder if that message got through. Cheers.